Hi guys, awesome that you've tuned in. Today I would like to show you and present you some very cool and interesting watches. It will be more like an comparison review, so you'll be able to see a few watches directly next to each other. And I would like to start with one that basically opened up the complete GMT line, which I am able to have it today here. Of course, it was a different one. An earlier model, but I have this Explorer 1, guys, and right now it's on a nice, how you call it, it's a nylon paracord strap, I think it's the name of it. And truly I love that watch. I have to take off my gloves to adjust the zoom. Now we have a little bit more zoom. And what I love about the watch is just plain and simple. It's simplicity. It's an incredible watch. It does its job 100%. You have everything all at once, what's really necessary in your life. You got your hour markers, you have your printing, so you will be reminded that your eyes are, when you check out the time, are staring at a very, very special and unique super workhorse watch brand. And what can I say, 39 millimeters for now. Kind of looks a little bit small, but it does kind of take away as you have a little bit longer lux, the 39 millimeters. And if you wear it like I do on that paracord strap, on the nylon paracord strap, it's like it's hiding the fact that it has only 39 millimeters. And it's really, really, I would say, for the money that you have to spend for that watch, it's an unbeatable watch from Rolex in all regards, really. So this example here has the drilled lugs. It's very cool. I mean, you can change out your straps. This is a strap monster. All GMTs and three-hand watches from Rolex are strap monsters. You just have to be a little bit, well, to have a little bit of courage, you know, to take off the bracelet and put it on a strap. And Bark & Jack has a lot of cool straps where you can really get yourself some beautiful ones. So this was not a plug, it was just something that I really like, and why shouldn't I not share it with you guys, right? Okay, let's continue with the next one. So when we're anyhow at the Explorer lineup, I think from this model to this model here, it is the Explorer 2. And the unique feature about the watch is you have, as an Explorer 2, a second time zone. So not only that you are able to read your local time with the black hands, you're also able to have a second time zone indicated by that red and black arrow structure that you see here. It's very, very nicely done. An additional hand, never wrong. And what you do is basically you read from the outside where you have all the hour indicators on the bezel what time it is. Interesting part of that watch is it does really everything that you would like to have and a little bit more. A little later on, I will show you a watch that does a little bit even more than that. However, what is cool about the watch is if you check out the polishing, it's more brushing. On the lux, it's really so smooth to feel and to the touch. And I love what Rolex did there, you know. They brushed the upper part of the surface, but then polished, mirror polished the sides. And while they did that, they haven't stopped at the bracelet, you know. It just continued to be polished, and it's just, you know, when you have the watch on, it's an absolutely incredible overall feeling. And of course, as the Explorer 1, as like within the Explorer 1, you have here a versatile watch. That means take off the strap, be a little bit more courageous, put it on the NATO, put it on the leather, and you got really a beautiful watch. Some people complain, hey, we can't get on to the crown because it's way too small. I say to that, man, you know what? Accept the watch how it is. They did it for a purpose. They do not want you to, you know, crash the crown and, you know, destroy then when a shock get absorbed by the movement, the whole complete watch, and have a costly service repair bill. That is the reason why they kept the crown small. Still, I am able to get it, to operate it even with my gloves on. And imagine, people would like to have all kind of things. Hey, I would like to have the crown bigger. I would like to have the whole dial luminescent. I would like to have a turnable bezel. You know, guys, sometimes you have to agree with the people that are designing the watch. And now to get back to the crown, tell me how would the watch look like with a much bigger crown? I mean, the crown guards then have to be, of course, a little bigger. It will completely balance off the design of the watch. And I do not think that Rolex really wasn't trying to do their best. And with 40 millimeters, this is really, what can I tell you? This is really an incredible watch. What I love about the watch, and I'm so happy that I was able to obtain these watches, but not for my watch collection. As you guys know, I own my Omega Speedmaster, and I'm super happy with my watch. I do not need anything else. But I was really able to obtain these watches for this review only, and I'm more than happy. And shout outs to the strangers that gave me the opportunity to have that watch in my hand and to show that into my channel. Now, however, back to the watch. This dial is called polar dial because it is that wide, and when you look at it, it almost looks like someone coated it with clear coat, so you really have that shiny impression of it. Let me just clean a little bit more the dial so you can really understand what I mean. And some people complain those kind of lacquered dials do have one culprit, and I don't know if you have already seen it, but if you look at the center and look how the hands have been pressed, you can see it on the little dent underneath the hands in this Explorer. And this goes also to other watches. I will show you one that also has it. It's a thing at Rolex. Some people don't like it. Some people don't even see it. I mean, I can see it, but I really don't care. I will try to get this here also shown. Yeah, you see here the little dent. Look at that. There's a dent underneath the hands. But this is depending on the watchmakers that are assembling the watch, and some do press it a little bit more over, you know, the recommended tolerances. But I'm telling you, nothing is broken, nothing is wrong with the watches. It's just the way how they came from factory. And this is also a very big subject. Keep the watches as is. Don't go out and say to yourself, I would like to have a red case and a blue bracelet, you know, as extremes now. Just keep the watch as it is, because with the way you're keeping the watch as it is, and over time it develops its own patina, its own scratches, its own dents, its own marks, maybe even a small little ding where it reminds you, hey, that was the day when I decided to divorce my husband, because after that my life was much easier and much beautifuler. And yes, you know, those kind of certain things should be kept for always, like this one here. But I will just not make up no story because it's not my watch. However, a very cool watch. You have here those kind of brushed surfaces. Then something that is cutting through it is that polished lip around the bezel. Incredible done to the perfectionation assembled watch. Now, some people complain about those kind of bracelets that you see here. It's just a normal sheet metal, but what really stands out on those kind of watches is the fact that, yes, they are sheet metal. They are, well, pretty much cheaply made. They truly are, but they're so comfortable. And, you know, time showed that they are also secure. You will not lose your watch unless you're tinkering around with the bracelet screws and forget to put some good amount of Loctite in there. So, yeah, as I told you, a great watch, a beautiful watch to wear. And I would say we should go on to the next bad boy. And guys, again, I'm so thankful and also so proud that I am really able, truly able to show you so much watches which are, yeah, just given to me by the stranger. Again, shout outs to you. You know who you are. You're an absolute Superman. Thank you so much. This watch, for example, this is a Pepsi. So we went from an Explorer 1 to an Explorer 2 to an Pepsi, an Explorer 2, but with an additional feature. So this watch also is having the additional GMT hand, so you can read from the outside, applied on the bezel, the second time zone. But the funny part is you have then 3 time zones, because you can now adjust the second time zone, and whenever needed be, you can turn the bezel, and this one is in 2 directions, turnable, and basically, put some time on or take some time off the GMT, and that way you can really follow up with your 3rd GMT zone. Now, we have this neo vintage model right now here. Beautifully simple, really beautiful. You got the brushed lugs, you got the polished sides, you have that original bezel insert that you see here. Very easy to distinguish, and yeah, some people have a hard time to understand it, but there are a lot of good sources in the internet, and I would suggest you to just Google everything up of what you like to know about the watch. So, and here also that I told you, look at that. If I play a little bit with light, you will see the small dent in the center of the watch. It always been that way. Rolex never changed stuff like that. And yeah, we have some overmotivated, probably watchmakers that like to push a little bit more than the tolerances. And maybe even these are the tolerances directly from Rolex. But who knows, guys, right? Who knows? Regardless, we have a bracelet with some play in there. This is not a big thing. It's a great watch, also with drilled holes, and everything is really, well, for the age. We have here 2003 16 7 10 reference. It's really in good shape, I gotta tell you that. And some people say, oh, I don't know, man, the newer references like this one here are much better, but I would say they are, in their own regard, absolute masterpieces. They are a brick, guys. Compared to the left one that you see here, this here is a brick. It's a freaking tank, and that's how you feel. You feel a super overdeveloped, great watch that rightfully so is, of course, the newer one. Some people tend to say, what do you get if you upgrade from this one to this? And they try to say upgrade to keep you, question yourself if it really is an upgrade, because the movements are all the same, and they try to convince you to go into vintage watches. But I'm telling you, it is a Rolex, guys. It is a Rolex, and whether you are able to get the new one or the old one, hey, be happy with the one you get. Be happy with the one the universe is giving to you, and just enjoy it. Just enjoy the watch. And let me just check again if we here see a dent, and holy moly, you also see a dent in the center. All right, now we got some, I would say, overdeveloped lugs, because through the years, they will, of course, get slimmer here on the newer Pepsi, but it will never really be, in danger to get a really slim lug, where you can really recognize the over polishing, because these studs are sticking out. Yeah. Now, what happened through the years? Well, yes, the crown got bigger. The lugs had to get bigger. Unfortunately, because the crown is that tall, if you would, in proportion, zoom up or blow up these crown guards, then I think it would look off. I really think the watch design would completely look off, and that's the reason why the crown is still sticking out much more than on the vintage models. How is it when wearing? Well, I was able to wear all the watches that you see here, but what was wearing? I had them on my wrist, and then I had to give them to their rightful owner. But I kind of felt that every watch was for purpose, and no watch beat the white polar dial GMT, or the normal Explorer 1, or the new BLRO, or the new vintage one. Each and every one was feeling the way it should feel. So I cannot say this one is more comfortable than this one, or the white one than the Explorer one. No, I mean, you have to understand, with a newer reference, you have a tank, and it feels really very robust and very, it does have a different presence on your wrist. It's really high, it's big, you cannot pull it off with a very tiny wrist size. Really can tell you that. And that one is also sort of feeling, it's meant to be like it feels on your wrist. It's meant to be slim. You know, at the beginning, when I didn't had the newer reference in the hand, I thought, my God, these watches are super slim, unbelievable. And then I checked the vintage reference model, and everything changed. But as I said, these babies are to be worn. Professionals love to wear them. And it's just a joy, really have to say. It's just a joy that I'm able now to show you all 4 watches. This is unbelievable. All 4 watches all at once. I am able to compare, you know, the new reference Pepsi with the older one, and so freaking unbelievable. Guys, I hope you like what you see, and what I really accomplished here. I accomplished to show you all watches. I went over and beyond to get you these kind of watches. I would highly appreciate if you leave a like, and of course subscribe to my channel. Not only think that I'm Michael Jackson and look at my shorts and think, you know, this is just a funny account. It's of course a funny account, but the shorts helped me to get a lot of followers and a lot of likes, and that is the reason why we have them present on my channel. Guys, with this said, I really hope you enjoyed this review. If you did, let me know in the comments below, and as always, take care, and see you in the next one. Love you guys. Yeah, I wanted to keep the video a little bit running, but thank you for staying, and bye-bye.